Hey you, my name is Zen, your meditation, mindfulness, spiritual wellness, holistic bestie, and I am spending New Year's Eve alone at home, and clearly I could not be happier about it. Truly the only people interaction that I had was FaceTiming my cousin before she went out, but I'm the kind of person that I really need to be alone in order to recharge my energy and just feel good, and I just spent 10 days with my family for Christmas, and I got zero alone time pretty much. I mean, obviously I slept alone, but I got very little alone time, and I knew that if I went out tonight or was around a bunch of people, I would not feel good. So I sat my booty right at home and rang in the new year in a way that really felt good and filled up my energy, and also in a way that I felt like I was setting myself up for the new year and having a night that I wanted to reflect how 2025 would go for me. My sister sent the family group chat a really cute text that my nephew wanted to know what everyone's highlight was of 2024, and I just thought that this was so cute. My other sister said that her son wanted to know too, and in August during my birthday, my sisters and their two oldest sons, so two of my nephews, came and surprised me in Costa Rica, and I sobbed. I dropped to the floor and sobbed. It was the best surprise that I'd ever had. It was for my 30th birthday. And during that month of August, I truly, for the first time, felt homesick. I had been living in Costa Rica for almost a year at that point, and for the first time felt so sad and so far away from my family back in the States. And then my parents pulled off the ultimate surprise for my 30th birthday. So that was my highlight, but in the group chat, my mom already said that that was one of her highlights. So my second highlight was going back to competing, going out to horse shows again, because in July I competed in my first horse show since, I don't even know, probably 12, 13 years ago, and I love competing in horse shows so much. So it was really, really fun, and just the fact that I was competing in Costa Rica, I thought was so cool. So my night has been pretty simple thus far, and it's pretty much the theme of this, and truly at no point did I feel alone. I didn't feel lonely. I felt so good being in my own space, being in my own energy, and doing whatever I wanted. I made a delicious dinner, sat down, watching some Ted Lasso, and then I also knew that I wanted to do some reflecting since I had so much time tonight and no one was going to get in my way of that. So I grabbed my journal and my cutesy little art supplies and decided to journal. I wanted to start my reflection with looking back on 2024 and just kind of writing down how I felt looking back on this year. I was actually talking to my dad and was he thought that 2024 was the longest year ever. And to me, when I think about, the beginning of 2024, it does feel like forever ago. But when I sit down and think about everything that's happened, things happened so quickly. They moved so fast, and the way my life is now feels so different from the beginning of 2024, which is really crazy to think about. And as amazing and big and beautiful as 2024 was, I couldn't help but recently just feel like something's missing. There are things missing, and I have this feeling of missing something, but it's not something that I've had before. It's not something I have in my life yet. And so while I was journaling, I was kind of confused about this. And during my reflection, I came to the conclusion and wrote this down, and I'm going to read it directly from my journal. I wrote, maybe the feeling you have of something's missing is just you feeling the open space you've created for whatever it is that you want. And when I flipped my mindset to more of that positive way of thinking, it really opened up so much for me and got me really excited for 2025 instead of feeling this weird, confusing little bit of sadness. After reflecting on 2024, I decided to get cutesy and creative with my fun little markers and make a 2025 dreams and desires list. I pulled from my Listen Bitch affirmation cards, and I wrote down what the affirmation was. I wrote down what it is I want to call in this year, and then I just wrote some words of encouragement. After that, I really, really knew that I wanted to meditate tonight. Like I said, after being in the States for 10 days around people 20 24/7. I really was not able to meditate in the way that I wanted. I was really just having like mindful or meditative moments, but not a full sit down meditation. So I ended up meditating for 30 minutes. Remember that I'm a certified meditation coach, so I don't want you to think like you need to be meditating for 30 minutes. This is something that I genuinely enjoy doing, and I felt amazing after. And at this point, when I came out of my meditation, some Happy New Year texts started to roll in. So I was just laying there, laying in my bliss and responding to some text messages. Next, for our cutesy little date night with myself, I wanted to make a mood board, just kind of encompassing all the things that I wrote down in my journal for 2025, all those dreams, all those desires. So I did the typical go to Pinterest, look up what you're desiring, save a bunch of pictures to your board, download all of them, upload them into Canva, and then I just chose a template and uploaded it from there. And then I was able to set it as my computer background. And I really think it's so cutesy. Honestly, since November, I have felt like so out of whack, so off schedule, and I'm someone who thrives on routine. And so for me to have been out of routine for this long has really taken a toll on me. And I think that's another reason why I really needed this night just alone and to celebrate myself and all that I've accomplished this year, because even when I'm feeling like I'm out of routine or kind of like going crazy internally because I'm not following any sort of structure, I can still sit and reflect and be with myself and just look at everything that I've done and how amazing it is, and also know that like I can just create this one night for myself and wake up tomorrow feeling amazing and ready to go. Honestly, the last few months I've been feeling like my life is so big and bold and beautiful, and that's amazing, but there are certain things about it where I'm like, I need to pull it together. Like there are certain things that I want to do in terms of career. There are certain things I want to do just with life in general, and I have just been like living life, which is incredible because I also dreamed and desired this. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I've lived such a big, bold, beautiful life. Now what else can I do? What else can I do that makes me feel like I have my ish together and I'm still moving forward in a way that's fun and feels free, but also I still feel grounded. I think that's what it is really. Like I just haven't felt grounded recently. And so I think going into 2025, I'm really going to focus on not only following what feels good, but also making sure that I have a schedule when it comes to things that I want to do to enhance my career or enhance other areas of my life. Because as a Virgo, that is something that always helps me. And truthfully, it started with tonight. Like I did things tonight that made me feel like I was taking a step forward in my career. Like one of the things that I really want to do is grow this channel. And so me sitting down and recording this video and also editing this video was symbolic of this is what I want to do in 2025. This is what I want to focus on, and this is an area of my life that I want to grow. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming and spending New Year's Eve with me and watching this video. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and like this video. I really want to grow this community on here. I am sending you so much love. I hope you had an amazing New Year's Eve, an amazing 2024, and I can't wait for us to spend more time together in 2025. Love you.